do, and I'll just introduce because we haven't had an introduction of Betsy, and I think it would be a really good thing. Your website says 30 years of doing this, but really it's more like 50.
You're right.
Like 5 decades of writing music and singing it and being an activist. And I just admire that so much that you have done this over so many years and the way the music has changed. And it was often for groups of women, which was extremely important in the 70s and still is to this day. And then I just want to share with people the times that I was in marches with Betsy. We were singing for peace, and we would be singing, and Betsy would be going backwards, playing the guitar and singing, and we would be we're going forward and she has to do it backwards and singing towards us so that we can sing with her. But those singing for peace gatherings at BART stations after 9/11 and all the various things we did in the world after 9/11 that needed resistance. BART stations and farmers markets and corners here and there. I mean, just bringing people together and singing peace songs, singing about the moment. And it just brought so much tears to people's eyes as they came out of BART stations. And just, it was so moving to those of us singing and those of us who were witnesses who were coming, just happening upon it. But I think that epitomizes who you are, Betsy. And I just want to appreciate that. And I want to say you're still writing songs and they're evolving and they're amazing, these recent songs, and just letting it flow through you. And I just feel like nature is a big part of that as well. And I'm just very happy to count you as a friend and to be a supporter. So
Wow. Elise, thank you so much. Gosh, really beautiful, beautiful. You bring back my history, we forget. So I really appreciate that, my dear. And Elise is going to lead us in some breath work in a little while for breath for fear, how to deal with fear with breath. But anyway, so let's going back to the chat for a minute. I'm trying to put something in the chat for you all. Just something about about where you're from and why you're here. Maybe why you're here. What you're looking for. Um, why are you here? What do you need in this time? Yeah, there we go. And then if you like, share something about grief. So let's open the chat, and we're going to have some bells. I think if Ofosu's still here, we'll just have some lovely bells and silence, and you can just talk to each other for a minute because it feels nice when we can communicate with each other a little bit. And at least maybe you'll read some of these out.
Sue in Richmond says she's here to avoid the anxiety. Trey in Nashville here for peace, hope, and connection. Paula from Big Bear, California, here for connection. I'm here because I wanted to be with like-minded people, surrounded by kindness. I'm here to avoid checking the election. Here for sanity, heartfulness, and love. Rosemary is here for an island of calm in a sea of stress. From Georgia, someone who is scared intersex gay man. facilitator for high frequency community and connection. Oh. So grateful for the community of like-hearted spirits.
Oh, this is really great. Oh, it just feels so good to finally hear your voices. Yeah, a lot of heart out there. So we can leave it open a minute longer, but I think, Elise, we should go on to our dear, wonderful sister Melanie, who's just back from traveling and tired, and I want to get her on as soon as possible. So I'm going to turn the evening over to Elise for a little bit while I just go off camera and stretch and catch my breath a little bit, but I'll be right here, believe me. So Elise, please, and thank you, Ofosu, for those beautiful, beautiful bells.
Okay, so can we have Melanie come up?
Hi.
Woohoo!
Oh, there you are. There you
Oh,
are.
here I am, darling. I'm going back to gallery view because I already know what I look like.
So, Melanie, I just want to introduce you a little bit. I'm
Okay, baby, do you think?
with your amazing songs, particularly the, Sending You Light. That one has just gone around the world and around the world, and is so good for so many occasions.
Mm-hmm.
You're an accomplished songwriter and composer and choral conductor. You've traveled all over the world, and you hone your craft as a songwriter and troubadour, an emissary of tolerance, kindness, and harmony. I love that. Through the sound of your golden voice, which
Yeah, well.
certainly agree with that you have a golden voice. And you just bring people together to experience the healing power of music. So let's hear from Melanie.
Okay, first of all, fam, I'm just going to tell you this now. Remember to breathe. Keep your head up, your heart open, and remember to breathe. All we can do is what we know in our hearts right where we are. Right where we are. And if you're feeling really, really like these are like crazy times. But if you can do what you were put here to do, right where you are, it's amazing. And for one of my prime examples of that is the Jerusalem Youth Chorus. The JYC in Jerusalem is made up of Palestinian and Israeli youth. They're in the middle of it, and they have made a pledge to each other that they will not drink the Kool-Aid, that they will stay connected to each other no matter what. So when you're feeling really like, oh my gosh, go and listen to their song that the kids wrote a couple of days after the war started called A Different Way. It'll lift you up, and I am blessed because I'm one of their mentors, and I can't believe I get to be connected to them. They're doing what they can do in the middle of just insane madness. And they've made a pledge to stay connected to each other. So we're going to sing this song together. It's kind of a chant. Look around. I sit beside you. I take your hand. I hold you close, dear. Here in my heart. I sit beside you. I sit beside you. I take your hand. I hold you close, child. Here in my heart. I sit beside you. I take your hand, I hold you close, love, here in my heart, to know that we're not alone in this, that we have each other's back. And to just be aware of the grace and the blessings that are all around us every moment. I sit beside you, I take your hand, I hold you close, dear, here in my heart. I sit beside you, I take your hand, I hold you close, love, here in my heart. I hold you close, child, here in my heart. I hold you close, love, here in my heart. Now I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this. I mean this. I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. If you need a song, you call me. I'm not playing. I mean that. So just a second, let me find this to everyone. And then I'm going to sing one other song for you. We're going to sing it together. Here it is. There you go. I'm serious. Now, I'm going to do this one with you. And you may all know this song. I wrote this song in 2016, the day after that election. Just saying. And this song, people singing it everywhere. And the Jerusalem Youth Chorus, they open all of their concerts with this song. So here we go. I ain't going to tell you anymore because you'll get it. There should be clapping. And just allow yourself to be joyful. In the middle of all this madness, you can't have one without the other. Family, I'm looking at you. So here we go. You know what to do. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. So we gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Look up ahead. The path is there. And we gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared, and I'm scared too. But here I am, right next to you. And we gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love. Yes, lead with love. Oh, lead with love. And lead, come on, with love. Woo! Keep your head up, your heart open, and remember to breathe.
Yes, ma'am. Mel, you are the best. You are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
My pleasure.
And we're going to do a little thing about things to do when you're scared a little bit later, fun stuff. We're going to get really light. People, don't quit, because it's going to get very late in the last half hour of the program. Yep. And we're going to talk
about... And what make sure that you have your penguin tambourine.
There you go.
When things get really scary.
No home should be without one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're the best, my friend.
Thank you so much.
You go to bed and get some sleep now.
I'm going to take it easy. Take care. Bless your bones, everybody. Keep breathing.
Woo! We needed that. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Woo, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, yes, we definitely needed that. And there will be some, as I say, some really fun stuff at the end. We're going to end on a really high note, and dance. We're going to have a little dance, so don't go away. Now, we have a really wonderful treat right now in the person of Ayasanta Chitta, who is a Buddhist nun, an ordained nun in the Theravadan tradition, and she has created this amazing practice community in San Rafael, Mill Valley? No, you'll have to tell us. Aloka Earth Room. And her teachings, I listen to her teachings a lot on Dharma Seed, which is a wonderful app for listening to thousands of Buddhist teachers. And her way of teaching our relationship to the earth and our interconnectedness to that in a Buddhist context is just very important and valuable to me and to all of us. So I'm so sorry you had to wait so long, Ayasanta Chitta. Thank you for your presence and for your teachings. And I just would love you to take it away.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening. Thank you, Betsy, for inviting me. Hello, Ofosu, and everybody who is here tonight. It was a beautiful song now of Melanie. It's really hard to follow on something as powerful as that. So maybe we can just feel in our bodies that, the energy which has been awakened through this beautiful song, and just sensing into the body, and, the excitement, and, knowing that excitement and anxiety, they're quite kind of close. Sometimes we don't really know what is it. Are we excited about because everything is cracking up, which we actually want in a way. We want the old to give way to the new, but then the new, there's so much uncertainty, we get afraid again. And then we are between those two poles, being excited about change and then being anxious about change. And, allowing space around all of this. I think that's what the Buddha's teaching can help us with, by reflecting on equanimity, as Ofosu was mentioning earlier on. Equanimity, equipoise, one of the really important qualities we need right now as we are standing on this threshold, not knowing what's going to happen next. So please connect with your body, sensing the weight of the body on the cushion, on the chair, wherever you're sitting right now. And feeling the gravity of the planet holding us in place where we are right now. All of us, we are sitting above the center of the earth. And with the out breath, allowing yourself to go deeper and sensing into the vastness of the body of the earth. Which has given birth to our own bodies through our mothers. But everything, which makes up those bodies has come from the earth, the food, the water, the oxygen, everything is coming from the earth. And as we're going to the bathroom or later on, when we give up the body, goes all back and then new food, new life is arising. And we are part of this vast process. Reflecting on that can help us in times where there's so much turmoil and messiness and unbelievable craziness in the highest offices of the country. And still, the earth knows how to stay alive. The earth always will find a way. And I want to share with you today a medicine song by an Ecuadorian medicine man from the Amazon. His name is Manari Ushigua. And the way how he's sharing this song, it's the example, the living example of the lightness of touch, which has a lot of power at this time. If we want to connect with that living intelligence of the planet, we have to develop that lightness of touch. In the middle of uncertainty, where it may just not quite know what is being born, and do not suffocate that with expectations and with assumptions, but allowing and at the same time supporting each other in this process to be able to hold steady and keep a light touch. So I'm gonna now share the video. It's very, very short, just I think 3 minutes or so. This is an Icaro, a medicine song.
Iyaw na ka baya Chinese Gisi nawang Minyukan chi Cao say ta Su maka Paska Chimuni Kabaya Chayawang Chắc ma Kia khâu Nô môn Đôi bình Su ma ta Cái ma Chay ma Ô cô môi Rê đi Rê đi
Just allowing that to sink in a little bit. You know, indigenous people are about 5% of the population on the planet, and they take care of about 80% of the biodiversity. 5% of the people on the planet taking care of 80% of the biodiversity. So allowing that to be part of this evening tonight. There's lots of teachings, you know, we can connect with out there in the world. And this is one very important teaching as well. You know, to try to connect with a different way of allowing information to be received, not through the intellect, but rather through sensing and feeling it with the body. That's what we need now at this time. Just give us another 1 or 2 minutes to do that right now, you know, to sense and feel with the body. And to know that the body can be an organ of listening. A different way of connecting with the living intelligence of this planet, who always knows what to do. since over 4 billion years. So thank you so much, for giving me some space, Betsy, with that. And I'm gonna put the name of the medicine man into the chat for everyone if you wanna know more about him. And handing back to you, Betsy. Bye-bye. Thank you.
So very much. It's so good to see you here. We needed that body, we needed that grounding, and the reminder of billions of years and the indigenous way of protecting life. It's very exciting. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.